How's it going, folks? Zach from Uchu Shelf here. Today we are kicking off a brand new series here on Uchu Shelf that I'm probably going to do every week. Although now that I say that out loud, I'm probably more likely going to do it every time I actually remember to do it. And that is something I'd like to call, What Did I Read This Week? If the title wasn't any indicator, let me sum it up in as few words as possible. Every week, I'm going to read a bunch of manga, like I usually do, and I'm going to sum it up and talk about it at the end of the week. So probably every Sunday, maybe every Monday. Like I said, more realistically, once a month, because I'm definitely going to forget about it. Now, before we get into it, I want to say that this is probably going to replace manga hauls for the most part on my channel, unless I get something that I'm really super excited about, but even in that case, probably just make a separate video about it. And the reason for that is I just don't enjoy doing manga hauls. I think they're great for gathering views and getting people into your channel, but now that my channel's growing a little bit quicker than I'd anticipated, I want to focus more on stuff that I want to actually make. And overall, admittedly, manga hauls kind of facilitated a really terrible spending habit of mine, in that I was buying stuff just to kind of pad it out and buying stuff that was just coming out just to kind of stay up to date with stuff. I mean, for example, I have a whole bunch of volume 1s that are sitting on the bottom of my shelf that I'm struggling to offload, to say the least, and that I'm definitely probably not going to read more than once. In any case, I'm going to stop knocking manga hauls and I'm going to get right into this video, so as always, let's get into it. So since coming up with the idea to kind of do this on my channel, I've been reading a lot more manga than I usually do. I mean, admittedly, there are weeks that I go without reading anything. And there are just days where like I'll start reading something and I'll put it down after a couple pages because sometimes you just gotta be in like such a specific mood to read manga. But this week has just been awesome. It's just been book after book after book. Instead of watching a show like I usually do and just sitting there doing nothing, I've just been reading. It's been phenomenal. It's just been an awesome start to the year so far. So first up, I read volumes 1 through 6 of Sunny by Taiyo Matsumoto. These are the beautiful hardcovers that are put out by Viz. I don't think there's another edition. Really hard to describe the quality of these. They're kind of a canvasy. It feels like canvas. I don't know what the name of the actual material is. But enough talking about the quality of that. This series, I'm still digesting it. It's really beautiful. It's something I learned about Taiyo Matsumoto while reading this and doing a bit of research. Is that he himself was an orphan for some points in his life. I didn't know that about him. He's my all-time favorite manga author and artist, and it was just really cool learning something new about him. It's definitely left a book-shaped hole in my heart. I finished the final volume, I closed the covers, and I literally sat there for 10 minutes. I'm like, what do I even do with my life now? There's a lot about it that I really enjoyed. I actually didn't hate anything about this. I know I do have a lot of small nitpicky gripes with a lot of the manga I read, but from start to finish, Sunny was just absolutely perfect. I'm still deciding if this is true or not, so don't take me at my word on it, but I think it might be my all-time favorite manga. It may have actually dethroned Tech on Concrete, which is also by Taiyo Matsumoto, but like I said, still digesting it, still unpacking it. But yeah, there's definitely a video coming soon, probably next week, like I said, letting it digest a bit more. So Sunny by Taiyo Matsumoto from Viz Media, check it out if you can. Might be out of print, not 100% certain, but you can find the volumes pretty much on any used book or comic store. It's not a hard out of print thing to find if it is out of print. So next up is volume 1 and 2 of Dorohedoro by Q Hayashida, also released from Viz Media. Another just fantastic series. I only recently read volume 1, having owned it for a few years. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. I did a video on it recently, which I'll leave in the description below and pop it up whichever way it does. Yeah, it's there's a lot to say about Dorohedoro. It's definitely a very perfectly crafted world. I think Q Hayashida is a master at what she does. She manages to just seemingly blend the grotesque and stylish into this fantastically unique world. But I finished volume 2, and I was immediately like, I can't just leave it here. I need to know what's next. And I broke my buy ban. I was supposed to be on a buy ban until mid to end February. Just because there's a whole bunch of financial stuff that I need to get through. That's taken a back burner now because I've got volumes 3 through 7 literally in the mail. 1 should be here like any minute now. And yeah, you know, 'tis the life of a manga collector. But it's a fantastic series. I want to collect it all before it goes out of print because I know there's something like 20 to 23 volumes. And I don't want to fall behind on this one. I really enjoy this one. And yeah, definitely want to show the creator my support. Dorohedoro, Q Hayashida. No question about it. Definitely go pick it up and read it if you haven't. Next up in Adventures in Destroying My Backlog, Omnibuses 1 and 2 of Gantz. Now, Gantz is a series that I've always loved, but the manga is something I've never read. I've only been introduced to Gantz through the anime. which was, I think, 2004 was when it came out, and I watched it in about 2005. Yeah, it was my first year of high school, so it was 2005 when I first watched Gantz. And wow, there's a lot to a lot to say about Gantz. I read this immediately after finishing Sunny because I wanted something that I knew wasn't going to be emotionally draining or taxing. I wanted something that I could just turn my brain off and enjoy. And Gantz delivered on that exactly. It gave me exactly what I needed. It fueled my lust for blood, gore, killing aliens with really weird guns, death games, the occasional boob every now and again, which, you know, anime titties can't, you know, they're there. Can't not enjoy them. But yeah, I think Omnibuses 1 and 2 covers the Onion Alien arc, the Tanaka Alien arc, and I think half of the Buddhist Temple arc. So pretty much up until where the anime ends. Which is great because I've actually got Omnibuses 3 and 4 that had just come today. Literally 5 seconds ago. I stopped recording because the door knocked. Ran downstairs and got them. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into Gantz past where the anime ended because I heard there is a lot of fucked up shit that's out there. A lot of people, Flip Otaku included, shout out to him, link in the description, so on and so forth, keeps hyping up the Osaka arc. Everyone I know who absolutely adores Gantz says, oh, I can't wait till you get to the Osaka arc. And apparently I can't wait to get there either because if it's anything like the 2.5 arcs that I've read now, will absolutely love it. I can't say anything bad about Gantz so far. Except for, I don't like the character that looks like Angelina Jolie. She just kind of came out of nowhere and was a bit of an asshole in terms of K getting over other K, I guess. But yeah, there's really honestly not a whole lot I can say that's bad about Gantz. You can't take Gantz for anything more than it is. You can't take it as like this philosophical look at how death... I can't even think of something like quasi-intellectual to fucking back this up with. But yeah, I mean, Gantz is definitely one of those series you turn your brain off at. There are definitely asspulls, don't get me wrong, but I love every single second of it. I love the fact that every time you think that the arc is over, you're like, oh, they killed the alien, that's it, they're gonna go back to the room and get all their points from Gantz. It's like, nope, here's the real alien. And it's been the same every single arc, like, without delay. Like with the Onion Alien arc, it was like they killed the little onion alien boy, and then like his dad comes back and he's like, oh, fucking no, you killed my son. You're next. The Tanaka alien arc, you're like, oh, these toy soldiers are weird. Oh, wait, they're birds. Oh, wait, no, now there's this bigger, stronger bird. And then with the Buddhist Temple arc was the same thing. I'm like, oh, these guys are giant. Like, there's no way in hell these aren't the final bosses. They destroy those two, and then there's the actual boss that's like, he's there, he's like all over the place. There's so much good things I can say about Gantz. I absolutely love it. It's so mindlessly stupid, violent, and just over-the-top gratuitous with sexuality and gore. Yeah, you can't help but love it. So if you haven't read Gantz, check it out. If you can get your hands on the anime through whatever methods you want to, whether you want to buy it or pirate it, I'm not going to condone either one. But if you can stream it, check it out one way or another. Fantastic series. One of the old relics of anime's past, for sure. Finally on my list of things that I read this week is Cats of the Louvre by Taiyo Matsumoto. This was a gift from Callum from On the Shelf. I'll leave his link in the description below as well. He's also my podcast co-host. Quick shout out and shameless plug. If you like anime and manga podcasts and you don't like a regular schedule, check out Between the Shelves. You can check us out on mangapodcast.com or at mangapodcast on Twitter. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else podcasts are hosted because I completely, unequivocally forget where the fuck I submitted this podcast to. Now, I did start this after reading Sunny because I wanted to just continue my fixation with Taiyo Matsumoto. I had a whole plan. I was going to read this. I was going to thumb through my French versions of Ping Pong because I don't want to wait until the summer for the English ones. And I got about 2 chapters into this and I thought, you know what? I have a bad feeling about what's going to happen to Snow Bebe. And I'm not emotionally prepared to handle that. So I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to read the book full of guns and boobs and guts and gore and stuff. So that was my mentality this week. That's all the stuff I've read this week, though, guys. Hit me in the comments below with what you've been reading this week, what you plan to read in the upcoming days, weeks, months, years. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. All of your support means a heck of a lot to me. I am close to 1,000 subs, wherever the fuck that came from. I don't want to toot my own horn because I don't think the content I make is all that great. But you guys are sticking around. You guys like it. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Because you guys seem to enjoy it for whatever fucking reason. And before I go, don't forget to support legal manga. Go to www.wherecanireadmanga.com to get the lowdown on where you can read manga for free. through a subscription or per volume, support the creators and do it all legally and above board, so you help out the manga industry, and so we get more manga, more stuff that I can put up on my shelf. I am definitely 100% open to sponsorships, so DMs are open, guys. Anyways, until next time, folks, happy reading.